All right, we're live. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Look who I have with me. I'm so excited to have Margaret with me this morning. Oh, who do we have? We've got Karen and Isabella and Melissa and Marianne. Marianne, I'm going to have a word with you in a minute. I'm kidding. I'm just By the way, guys, this is the first time I've looked at my hair, so if I look like I just woke up, it could be.
Your hair looks fine. Look at mine.
I was like, oh, what is going on? It's fine. Whatever. It's fair hair. I don't care.
Fair hair, don't care. Okay.
And for the record, you spelled your name. I didn't. So I don't want you. I don't want everybody to think I spelled your name wrong like I did with Marianne.
Yeah, no, I did it. I was the fumble fingers this morning. And I was trying to delete and, correct it. And no, that
It
it
is what it
just
is.
popped up there. So it's today I'm Margaret, whatever.
Margaret. Margaret. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Marianne and Karen. Karen, yay, you're up. And there we go, everybody. It's
Poor
the
Karen
thing with
has been
Margaret.
up. Poor Karen has been up forever and I'm frozen
Oh, well, you're
with a really funky look on my face.
it's very hard to not have a silly look on your face at all times because I get frozen too. I'm like, uh-oh, now what? Good morning, Morgan, Mandy, and Monique. Kimberly, hi. Raylene's here, yay. And Debbie, all right. Good morning, everybody. We have Margaret. Now, Margaret, is that the infamous new craft room?
Yes,
I
the
love
infamous.
it. I love it. So, is it all done or are you still tweaking it?
I'm tweaking. It'll be a work in progress for a while, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna make curtains to go up across my shelves back here and then across this doorway to kind of separate me from the rest of the basement.
Oh, cool.
Um, for one, it'll give me a little more privacy, and for two, it will hopefully keep it a little warmer in just this space.
That's what I was going to say because you're in the basement. It's going to get chilly. Yeah.
Yes, it gets very cold down here,
Yeah.
but I do have an electric fireplace right in front of me, right over here.
Nice.
And it has a fan to it. So, yeah, once it does start getting cold, I can rev that baby up. And
It's chilly here this
if I,
morning. You've got to be a little chilly. Yeah.
yeah, I know it's been around 50 here the last couple of mornings. So,
It's like
yeah.
42 right now. Good morning, Mary.
Ooh, that's chilly.
Welcome. I think everybody's here because they know you're here, Margaret.
Yeah, I saw 6 waiting when I popped in this morning. I was like, oh God.
And I do want to apologize to everybody for yesterday. There was just no way I could do it. I had to be
No,
at the
please do
fair.
apologize.
I had to be at the fair at 7:30. And then everybody, I mean, I didn't even get a chance to look up. Everybody just started coming to get your stuff in, and it was like that. So I didn't stop until 7:30 last night. So everything's done. Well, everything's never done. I got to go back and finish cleaning it up, but it's all the people have picked up their stuff. So yeah. I
Thank you,
see that,
Marianne.
Marianne. I saw that, Marianne. Thank you for entertaining everyone while I wasn't around.
Yeah, she said she would invite me up yesterday, but she didn't think that would be too cool.
That I might have yelled at you for. Don't steal Margaret on me. No. Marianne, don't you dare steal my guest before I do anymore. But no, I'm glad you guys did have a chance to hang out a little bit yesterday. I missed it. I missed starting my day with you guys. It was really weird. So
Yeah, we missed you too.
yeah,
It was
great.
weird.
Oh, hello, Angela. Oh, work on your immune system. Yeah, I woke up this morning with a little bit of a scratchy throat. I'm like, oh no, I don't need a cold. I haven't seen the baby in 2 weeks. I need to go see the baby today. So, are you there, Margaret? You look frozen.
Yeah, I'm really lagging too, I
Yeah,
notice.
I wonder. Now what? Now you can. Yeah, now I can rest, Angela. Well, not exactly. because a lot of the stuff, and I told Margaret we wouldn't talk about the fair today, but I'll just do it quick and then I'll get it over with. I still have to go back into the building and take all the props that I have loaded, and I want to tag them with my name and then put them in the storage area. That way they're there for next year. I did an exit survey yesterday and all the reports were great. I turned them all into my boss, so that was fun. But I also told Margaret that by the end of the day yesterday, all of the women that I have worked with all the 2 weeks gave me a hug and gave me a present at the end of the day. So it was.
What was your present?
One of them gave me a homemade pumpkin bread. One of them gave me a set of earrings that she had made. And one of them gave me a quilted wall hanging of a cross. It's beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So yeah, it was good stuff. It turned out to be a whole great experience. And I'm ready for next year. I've already got ideas. I'm already going. I'm ready.
Cool.
Yeah. So, all right, Margaret. Now, those of us that hang out every morning, we know how do I put this? We know your plethora of talent. So let me start by saying, what is your favorite craft to do? What is the one, if you could only do one craft the rest of your life, what would it be?
Probably crochet.
Yeah.
I'd miss everything else, but crochet, yeah.
Yeah. I get it. Is that what started the whole thing for you, or what was the first thing that sparked your creative juices or brain or however?
Yeah, I think probably crochet and sewing, because my mom taught me how to knit and crochet as a really young kid. I think I was like 6 or 7 when she started teaching me. And it was kind of an interesting process because I'm a lefty and she wasn't. So she had to figure out, how to teach me, but
Right.
she did, and it caught on. I am very left-handed though for crochet. So I crochet completely backwards to what any right-handed person would.
So you hold the hook in your left hand, right?
Oh yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to do a test here. Let's see what I can do. You hold the hook in your left hand. I don't know if I can do this. Let's try this. I'll just grab any yarn and see what happens, because I just don't understand. Okay, so I'm going to try. I'll do the slip knot and then I'll put it on my hook. You ready? Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Other way. Come on. Okay. So I'm going to try to chain left-handed. Hope. So wait a minute. So my right hand does what my left hand normally would. So it holds. This one works. Oh, man.
You're not left-handed, Kim.
I did one chain. All right. You know what? Wow. Okay. I get the concept at least.
Now, what's funny is my mom taught me how to knit at the same time as she taught me how to crochet.
Mm-hmm.
And for years, I was a left-handed knitter. Well, recently I picked up some knitting, or cast on some knitting, and I got a little ways into it and realized I was knitting right-handed.
Wow.
And I'm like, what the heck?
So knitting is 2.
Right.
So in my brain, I cast onto this one. No, I cast onto the left hand and I work with the right. So okay, I get it. So that's what you were doing.
So I'm knitting away and I'm realizing all of a sudden I'm knitting right-handed and I'm going, where did that come from? I've never knit right-handed before, but now I can't figure out how to switch back to left hand. So I guess I'm just going to be a right-handed knitter for the rest of my life.
Well, there you go. That works.
I think I said I must be channeling my mother because.
Yeah.
I'm
going to keep trying this. Not right now, but I'm going to keep trying it.
Just,
So,
yeah.
so since you inspired me to do the others, I just want to show you real quick the newest additions to the family.
Oh, how cute is
I did
that?
a pumpkin, and then here's the last one I did so far.
Oh,
So those are the additions to my collection right now. It's so much fun.
family.
Your suggestions and all that stuff. I love when you get on here with me and you just start throwing stuff at me, ideas and stuff. I'm like, yes, yes, I love it. So it's really cool. You do inspire me in a lot of ways with a lot of ideas. I love it. Ambidextrous.
Well,
I'm like, you're good with
I
spelling.
hope to be able to inspire you with a lot more.
You, yeah, every time. And the funny thing is, my sister Linda, who comes on here, a lot of times we'll be at camp and we'll be talking about something crafty, and all of a sudden I'll be like, oh, well, what would Margaret do? So she's like, oh, I'm sure she'd love it, or something like that. It's really cool. Uh-oh. Michelle's stuck on the phone with Amazon. Good luck with that.
Yeah, really.
I have to call
Although
the IRS today. Woo-hoo.
I've pretty good. I've had IRS.
Yeah.
I've had pretty good luck with Amazon as far as stuff going astray or whatever. In fact, years ago, I've got a good friend in Chicago who is a disabled veteran.
Okay.
And he basically lives on disability. The war messed him up so bad that he just mentally can't work.
Mm-hmm.
So he lives in a low income housing thing.
Yeah.
Basically has like a studio apartment.
Oh yeah.
And so I had ordered him a small Instant Pot, and he can't actually cook in his apartment, but he took it over to his auntie's house to use it. But when I notified him the day that it was supposed to be delivered, because I figured, he could be watching out for it.
Right.
Well, I got the delivery notice, so I let him know it had been delivered. But when he got down to the mailroom, it wasn't there.
Oh, no.
So I called Amazon right away and I said, look, this was a gift for a friend. It got delivered, but it's gone missing. Right. They said, oh, no problem. So they refunded me.
Okay.
I was going to go ahead and order him a new one.
Yeah.
But he messaged me a day later and said the Instant Pot had come back. The person who stole it from the mailroom, his mother found out and demanded that he take it to where it was supposed to go. So Henry got his Instant Pot. So I called Amazon back and told them, hey, the Instant Pot that you refunded me for showed up. It had been stolen and it got returned. And they said, okay, fine.
And they didn't recharge you, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
Not
yeah. Yeah.
So he got a free Instant Pot.
That's awesome. Yeah, they've done that a couple times with me. Like, I live in a very rural area, so the main road where my mailbox is over a mile, well, about a mile up that way. And sometimes if they deliver it through FedEx, they leave it at the mailboxes, which is on a main road where people are going 60 miles an hour, and there's nobody around. So a couple of times they left it at the mailbox and it went missing, or it was in the winter and the snowplow sent it into the ditch or whatever. And Amazon did the same thing. They refunded my money and no questions asked. So they're really cool. Good morning, Russ. Welcome. We're hanging out with Margaret.
I should buy stock in Amazon.
We all should.
I order from Amazon constantly.
All I have to say is, yep, me too. Me too.
Yeah. Amazon is probably the best thing and the worst thing that ever happened.
And Timu's right up there. Timu's heading right into second.
And having an Amazon credit card is also not good.
Oh, speaking of credit cards, I had QVC, the channel where you shop online. So I watch In the Kitchen with David every Wednesday. And sometimes I'll buy stuff from there. Sometimes it's really cool. So they called me the other day and said my credit card had been compromised. And so they had to cancel my account and blah, 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 blah. But the stuff that I had ordered already, like 5 easy payments, they paid it off for me and said, since my card was compromised, they were going to pay that off for me. And we were going to start clean slate. So it was like a $120 item I bought, and they paid it off for me.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah. Oh, I love In the Kitchen with David. If you haven't watched him, you gotta. Wednesday nights on QVC. He's adorable. I love him.
I don't have QVC. I don't have regular TV or cable TV. So
you could
pretty
do it
much
on
YouTube.
Facebook. You could do it on Facebook.
YouTube is pretty much my entertainment. I mean, I do have a few streaming channels, but I really don't watch them that much.
No, I don't watch. I watch Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy, and then I'm done with regular TV. So I watch an hour. Yeah.
When my mom was alive, it was every night's business. We watched Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy.
Yep. Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. And I still do. It just became a habit, so I still watch it every night.
Yeah.
Plus, there are some nights when I'm brilliant on Jeopardy.
Oh, me too. And Wheel of Fortune, definitely. I should go on that show.
I tried. You know what? I sent in a video. You never know. If I get on, I'll let you know.
Cool. Love it.
All right. So a new venture for you, your channel. Let's talk about it. What are you going to do? How are you? Tell me all about your channel.
Well, the first thing probably will be a tour of the infamous craft room.
Lovely.
And then from there, I think my first tutorial video will be your poncho.
Nice.
Just because, people on your channel ask for it.
Absolutely. So, and I wore it to the fair the other day. Everybody loved it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that will be my first tutorial video. And then I have plans. I'm going to do a basic mosaic crochet motif.
Nice.
So that people who are intimidated by mosaic crochet, and it's not hard. Everybody looks at mosaic crochet and thinks, oh, that's so hard, but it's really, really not. So I'm going to do a real basic, simple design.
Nice.
Probably do like a mug rug type thing.
Okay. Yeah.
And
well, that I can start with. All right, I'm in.
Yeah. So just to give you a basic idea of how mosaic crochet works and let you know, it's not as hard as it looks. I think people are intimidated by the graph, but it's not hard.
Well, really, I think as long as you hold my hand through it, I can get through it.
And then I've got plans for a lot of other crafting things that I want to throw in. As ideas come to me, I've got a journal over here, and I dedicated a page to just write down all my ideas for stuff I want to do.
That's a great idea.
One of the things will be some tablet weaving. I just started digging into the book to kind of refresh my memory. I've got to get things set up to where I have a way to sit here at my desk and do the weaving, so I can have good lighting and stuff. And I've got some neat ideas for some giveaways. I'm going to call it Feathering My Nest and Yours.
Nice.
So
that's cool.
Yeah, well, songbird, gotta stick with the theme, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And wait till you see, once you start your channel, wait till you see how you develop, and all of that will just, it just will fall in. And I can tell just by the way you talk about it and how well you know your crafting, you're going to have a phenomenal channel. We're going to love it.
I hope so. I hope so.
Do you have
and then also,
go ahead.
Also, I think one of my plans for the fall is I am going to kind of revamp my, I've got a permanent raised bed garden out in my backyard
Okay.
that my husband and I built when we first moved here. My backyard, the neighborhood I live in is really old. My house will be 100 next year.
Wow.
And
Okay.
so the neighborhood has lots of huge old trees, which is great, except you can't till a garden because the yard is so full of roots that you can't dig down more than a few inches without hitting roots.
Yep.
So I was like, well, we're going to have to build a raised bed. So I got graph paper and I planned it all out and figured out just how many blocks I needed, or so I thought. Shows math is not my strong point, and I ordered way more blocks than I needed. Which is okay because I've turned them into other areas of garden.
That's awesome.
But my main garden is what's called a keyhole design.
Okay.
So it's straight across the back and down the sides, but then in the front, it has little notches.
Okay.
So that you can get in more to the center of the garden and work on stuff.
Cool.
In theory. I'm too short. It doesn't work real great for me. My husband can pick stuff no matter what part of the garden it is.
Right.
I reach everything. So I've decided what I'm going to do is eliminate the keyhole thing and just turn it into 3 rectangular raised beds.
Okay, nice.
So I'm probably going to take people on that journey with me.
Awesome.
As I'm working out, moving all that dirt and moving cement blocks and
right. Yeah. Oh, that's a great idea.
And then probably next spring when it gets time to start doing seed starting.
Yeah.
I'll, do some video on that and then planting next year's garden.
That's great.
I've got some ideas for things I need to change up for next year. Like my monster tomato plants that are, we really enjoy having them right off the back porch because we sit on the back porch and pick cherry tomatoes and just eat them,
Right, right.
Which is nice, but they are huge. And this time of year, spiders like to build huge webs in them. The other night, the dog wanted to go out about 2:30 in the morning, and luckily I flipped on the back porch light to put him on his lead because a spider had built its web in between.
Oh, I think you froze. Oh, there you go.
Whoops.
There you go. You're back. In between what? The plant and the door? Come on, tell me I can't wait.
Had I tried, it keeps going black. What's it doing?
You're frozen here, but there you go.
Okay. So had I walked out through that without the light on, I would have been freaking out all over the place, especially once I saw the spider that was actually in that web. Oh my God, he was huge.
Sorry, Melissa.
Yeah, had I walked.
Oh, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Hold on. You're oh, hold on. You buffered for a minute. I think you're coming back, I hope. Sorry about the spider chat, you guys. I'll take a minute to catch up on any of the chats that I missed. Margaret, where did you go? I think she zapped out for a minute. It is spinning on her side, so I'm hoping. I know, timeouts for Spider Talk. So Margaret's channel sounds like it's going to be really amazing. I can't wait. I'm already subscribed, but I can't wait to be a member. Monique, you're on the way to the vet. Ugh. Doesn't like spiders. No, I don't like spiders either. I couldn't imagine walking out. See, around here, the spiders are big and they make nets, not webs. They make nets. So, oh, bummer. I hope she comes back. It went dark, but I hope she comes back. I'm seeing if she's texting me, not yet. But yeah, so sounds like Margaret's got a lot of really cool stuff planned for her channel. I can't wait to see what else she comes up with because everything she does is amazing. We all know that. We all love Margaret. And I know, come back, Margaret, come back. No, exactly. Isabel, no. At least they're just big and ugly, but not deadly. Yeah, yuck. Good morning, Sassy Mary. How are you this morning? Good morning. Oh, yes, please, everybody. If you could do the thummies, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. Hi, Rummy Gill. How are you? Good morning. We're waiting for our guests. You might need to. I'm not sure, Margaret, because it's just spinning on my end. Let me close this down and see if you're waiting in the... Yeah, it doesn't say that you're waiting in... Hold on. It's still spinning for you. Try going out and coming back in. All right, so I'll remove you, Margaret, and then come back in. Okay. Yeah, Black Widow, but the brown recluse is terrible. So I've known people that have been... Oh, you were there for a minute and now you're gone, Margaret. Try it again. I know people who have been bit by the brown recluse, but I'm not going to get... Well, hello. Thank you for your membership, Marianne. I thought you were already in there, but thank you so much. Yeah, that's terrible, Melissa. So I'm waiting for Margaret to come back in. I'm hoping. Hello, Camille's Creations. Oh, here we go. Are you back? There
Yep,
you go.
I'm back.
It looks like you're back and you're streaming better, so that could be good.
Good.
So we were in the middle of, we're going to skip the spider talk. Let's go back to the tomato. So I love the plans that you have for your channel. Are you planning on like any live events, or are you just going to record and then for now?
Yeah, I will probably do some live events as I get into things and learn things better. This is a totally new endeavor for me.
Absolutely.
So
you
know,
like
I mean, I've posted little videos to Facebook, but YouTube's a whole nother animal. So,
well, like I tell everybody, just turn on the camera and talk. As you can tell, that's what I do. Because you never quite know what's going to happen with me.
As you can tell, I have no problem talking either. So.
And that's, you know what? And that's the whole key.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it's difficult to think of things to talk about, like when I have my live every morning, but using the chat to feed off of that is great. You know, you guys help feed the conversation. Sometimes I'm like, what am I going to talk about? I'm tired or this and that. And then I get in here with you guys and I'm like, here we go. We're fine, you know? Oh, and you know what? You do have a better stream right now, Margaret, and I can see you better.
Oh, good.
I love your top.
This is pretty. This is that sun. I called it the Sun Sparkle tank.
Nice.
And it's actually tunic length. So nice. I wear it with another top. Usually I wear it with the tank top underneath. Yeah. But it's a little cool down here this morning. So I decided to do a t-shirt.
I love that.
Then I can wear leggings underneath of it.
Yeah.
And it's a good enough length that it, hides all
Yeah,
the
I love it.
sins.
Hides my everything. That's what I like.
Right.
Shirt said hide my everything. But that poncho that you made me, because yesterday was cold, so I wore it and everybody was stopping me, asking me if I made it, and I'm like, nope, it was a gift, and I told them all about you. So maybe you'll get some more subscribers from that.
Yeah, I'm calling that the layers of kindness.
I love it. I love it. By the way, I have to get you that yarn for Lori. I just.
Ooh, and then I've got the challenge coming too.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I can't wait to pick the most random colors for you. I can't wait.
Oh, thank you.
What about lime green and purple?
Purple. Hey, green. I like that. I love that.
I'm still working on that Grinch for my brother. Here's how far I've gotten so far. I don't know what's going to happen next. First of all, like I said, it's in Spanish and I'm trying to translate it and then make it. So we'll see. But when Al throws out a challenge, I gotta do it.
Yeah, lime green and purple makes me think Halloween.
Yes, it does.
I need a new Halloween sweater. So.
Don't put a spider on it.
Actually, I was thinking about doing a spider this year.
Oh, that's cool.
I downloaded a graph pattern of a spider. I was thinking my last one was skulls. Let me see if I can show you.
Okay.
I've got all my crochet hanging up here.
I see it. That's beautiful right behind you. I love them.
That is my coat that I made with mosaic crochet. It's interlocking filet.
That is beautiful. Wow.
Let me grab the.
Okay.
Sweater.
And you say that's easy? I beg to differ. I'm just saying.
Oh, no, it's super easy. This is my skull sweater.
Look at that. Oh, my goodness. I love it.
So,
wow. Yeah, your talent is just, you blow me away. I can't. I love
a little beaded jewel, red jewel in one eye.
And that, I love it.
Winking. But yeah, I decided to do the rose garland to make it like a sugar skull.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I love it.
So.
And do you make up the patterns for that, or did you buy it somewhere?
No. What?
Did you make up the pattern?
Yes. Except, well, the back, which is all little bitty skulls.
Yeah.
I did buy the skull pattern for this.
You are amazing.
There's a gal, her name is Alexis Sixel.
Okay.
Sixel Designs. She does mosaic crochet patterns, and she is outstanding.
Wow.
So, yeah, I bought her skull pattern and worked from that to do the back. And then I did a big graph pattern for the skull on the front. And
that is amazing.
Work tapestry crochet. So
Kimberly, me too. I want to be like Margaret when I grow up too. I want to be half as talented as Margaret when I grow up.
Oh,
absolutely. I know. I want that purple one behind you. That is so amazing.
Purple
yeah,
one.
She says mosaic's easy. Forget about it.
This?
That purple one, that one. Holy moly, that is beautiful. Your coat.
That took me a really long time to make, mainly because it's so big. It's a coat and very heavy.
I love that.
And what's cool about interlocking filet crochet is I haven't sewn all my ends in, but it does a design on either side.
Oh, neat.
The motif. So the inside of the coat is a whole different pattern.
I love it.
So yeah, it was fun, but yeah, it
Wow.
was done in squares mostly. I mean, there are
Yeah.
panels of like long strips and stuff,
Wow.
but you know me in squares. I hate sewing squares together or crocheting
Yeah,
squares. Joining squares is just not my thing. So
I get it.
yeah, I
And
built I built the whole coat, but you know, it was like, I don't want to put this together. But I did. I finally did. But it took me 2 years.
yeah, oh, I'll be doing it when I'm 90 if I start.
Well, it took me 2 years because I only worked on it like in the fall and winter when it was cold enough to have the big
Right?
monster on my lap. But yeah.
And I agree, Amber, the tails are my nemesis as well.
And this thing here, this is oh shoot. Well, there went
Oh
that.
my goodness, I love that.
This is a top that I made when I lived in Illinois.
Oh, I love it.
I just made it up, and you know me and bling, so
Oh
it
my goodness,
got
that's beautiful.
it's got Swarovski
Yeah,
crystals all up around the neckline on the front,
yeah.
and then the
Wow.
bottom of it is done with pointed tails, and
Look at that.
every other one has a Swarovski in the middle of the
That is
motif.
amazing.
So yeah,
Beautiful.
that was fun. Yeah, and that was another one of my made up designs.
And now are you like me and as you make them up, do you forget or do you write them down?
um, no, I don't write them down, but as long as I've still got the object, I can remake it.
Okay.
Or what I also try to do is take really good pictures while I'm in the process
Gotcha.
so that in the future I can go back and look at my pictures because I can work from a picture.
Yeah, I know
Which
you've done that.
which is why I ask you to send me pictures of the
Right.
poncho I didn't take myself.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
That's too funny. Now, here's a question. Are you okay with making the same thing twice?
Yes. Yes. As long as I have a stretch in between where I've made something else,
Yeah.
I don't mind making the same thing twice.
Yeah.
One of my first designs that I was really, really super proud of, I made a shawl called Proud as a Peacock Shawl.
Okay.
And I did it with mandala yarn,
Mm-hmm.
and I did it with a couple of different colorways of mandala, but it was all the peacock colors.
Okay.
And so at the first part of it, I didn't color control at all. But then as I got down into further into the shawl, I kind of did a little color control to kind of keep the peacock feather theme.
That's
But
awesome.
luckily, I took really good pictures of that because that went to my former dance teacher, one of my former dance teachers in Illinois. So, yeah, so she wears that.
That's amazing. Yeah, even with a pair of socks or mittens, I do not like making the same thing twice. So I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah, someday I'd like to remake that shawl and write the pattern down and probably release it as a paid pattern.
Nice.
Yeah, because it's
That one behind you should be a paid pattern. Absolutely.
well, yes and no. I would have to go through and redesign blocks because this is not my block design.
Ah,
So I don't want to take
right.
somebody else's
Yep.
block
Yep. Good
design
call.
and
Yep.
do a paid pattern from it. That wouldn't be cool.
Right.
But one thing I do plan on doing a tutorial of is this.
Beautiful. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful.
And So, um, I've sold several of these. They
Oh,
are
that's so
basically
pretty.
just a tank top on the top, done with netted crochet, and
Yeah.
then the sequins right in with it. And then, you know, those fabric mandalas that were so popular,
Yeah.
those hanging things. Well,
Wow.
I had ordered just an absolute ton of them. And um, when I
That's
got
so
them,
pretty.
I was like, these need to be clothes. To heck with wall hangings, these need to be clothes. So I started brainstorming and figured out just cut the center out of the mandala, crochet onto it, and
That
go
is
from there. So yeah, so I've made a whole bunch of those, and I've sold several.
good for you.
Um, a lot of my dancer friends have
Oh,
bought
yeah,
them to wear over their dance costumes.
sure. That's
So
so neat.
yeah,
Do you have a store? Do you have an Etsy
I
store?
don't. I used to have an Etsy store years ago,
Mhm.
and um, I just wasn't really getting a lot of business.
Yeah.
So um,
Yeah.
now I don't know what my I'm if I release patterns, probably will go through Ravelry.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
uh, yeah, I think. Well, for one thing, my Etsy store was mainly
Okay.
jewelry, and um, yeah, people just don't understand what it
Oh,
is
amen.
to create an item, and they don't want to pay
Right.
what
What it's
it's
worth.
worth for you to make one,
Absolutely.
to make your money back for your materials,
Yeah.
and two,
Your
to
time.
you know try and make a little profit at
Yeah.
least.
And your time. It's absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah. Um,
So
uh, that is 100% correct. They just don't get
I
it.
decided my route will probably be doing patterns and selling the pattern, and let people make it themselves and figure out, oh gee,
Oh, it's not so easy
maybe I
after.
should have paid for this.
Have you
Yeah,
ever tried quilting?
I have. It's not my favorite thing. I did do a big strip quilt.
Okay.
I did a queen size strip quilt back years ago when I lived in Tennessee. And I
Hmm.
basically just backed it with the blanket. It was
Yep.
very pretty, but yeah, quilting is not my thing. Quilting was my mom's thing, and she was fabulous at it.
Yeah.
Uh, and
I've
it's kind
seen,
of a running joke in our family that um, if I didn't do it, my sister did or my mother did.
right, right.
So
One of us can do that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. My
Um,
sister's latest thing is bookbinding. She
nice,
took classes in bookbinding, and her husband bought her all the equipment for like birthday and Christmas and
nice.
stuff. So she's got this studio that's just unbelievable.
That's nice. I saw the quilts at the fair. Wow, is the only thing I can say.
Yeah, that flower quilt was amazing.
But not only is there a pattern on the quilt, the stitching. They
Makes
had
it
in like little
happen.
flowers and bunnies, and the
Yep.
stitching patterns went with the theme. I'm like, you people are blowing my mind. Blowing
Now,
my
was
mind.
it hand quilted or was it machine quilted?
Machine.
Oh,
They
okay.
were all machine, but still, I could. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like because I didn't notice it, and a couple of them you get really close, and I see little bunnies in it, and I'm like, whoa, unbelievable. And
Yeah,
somebody asked one of the ladies, are these for sale? And she goes, yeah, you want to spend $2,000? And they were like, I mean, it's a queen size handmade quilt.
Right.
Yeah, it's going to be $2,000. Even the little one's going to be 500, and they don't get it.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's
Yeah, one of my good friends in Illinois was into quilt making, and she has in her one room of her basement, she has a full setup with the huge quilting machine.
Yeah.
That she can just put the whole quilt
Oh,
into,
really? Yeah.
and it goes back and forth
Oh,
across the
that's
quilt
neat.
and does the stitching design on it. Yeah, pretty amazing
Yeah.
machine.
Now these women, they didn't have a machine like that. They were using the old school black Singer.
Mm,
They were doing demonstrations
wow.
all through the whole fair. But they were doing the patterns on that old 1919 sewing machine. And here I have one sitting right here. I haven't even turned on yet.
I have a machine, a Singer that's made for quilting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll
Well,
start with one of these little things.
I bought it because it's got the extended bed, and I do stuff with fabric costume making.
Oh, cool.
So I end up using lots of fabric.
Yeah.
I've done a couple of gypsy dance costumes
Fun.
for my good friend she's from Ukraine.
Yeah.
Um, and she was trained in Russia to do gypsy dance, and she's
Fun.
awesome. Um, she's been not dancing for a lot of years. She's had some health issues that have kept
Mhm.
her from dancing, and she just started again. So I'm really excited for her.
That's cool.
But yeah, I did some costuming for her, and then I've done some belly dance costumes.
Fun.
Um, I my I used to take belly dance
Mhm.
lessons. My first teacher was excellent, and she got divorced and remarried, and I don't think she's giving lessons anymore.
Gotcha.
She's finally happy in her life, so she doesn't
Right.
need to escape by dancing. Um,
I hear you. I
yeah,
hear you.
so
That's awesome. So, is there one craft that you've tried that you're like, other than quilting, because that's cheating? We just talked about it. Um, is there one, like me in the plastic or needlepoint of any type? Is there one where you're like, I can't?
cross stitch.
Amen, sister.
Yep. Don't I've done like little bitty counted cross stitch designs. Like I did some Christmas cards
Yeah.
that had little bitty cross stitch designs in them. But my mother gave me a cross stitch design when I was in the hospital after I had my son.
Okay.
And I started on it, and I couldn't tell you where it is today. And my my son is 45.
Right. And I'm
Yeah,
almost done. I'm working on it.
no, not happening. But
Yeah. I
yeah,
find that with cross stitch, I can get the front looking pretty, but the whole thing is in the back. And if you're not doing it right, your back is going to be ugly and messed up. I get it. You're putting it in a frame, but people who know what's going on, it has to look, yeah. So,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we've got a lot of people saying they love cross stitch.
You're welcome to it. You can do yours and mine.
Send us pictures. That's so funny. Send us pictures of it. Are you going to have a Facebook page? You got to put up a Facebook group
I
page.
do. I actually have one and have had one for quite some time.
Okay.
I just hadn't put any content in it, kind of like my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had created my Facebook page a long time ago, intending to use it as a place to store all my
Right.
pictures of crochet and my other crafts.
Is it the
Um,
same name? Can we find it for this? Is it the same name as your channel? Is that how we find it?
yes,
Okay.
it is. Yep.
So, Raylene, if
Now,
you're on there, could you find it for me and throw a link up? That would be wonderful.
actually, it is private right now.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Once I get it going and get some content in there, then I'll probably send out invites because
Perfect.
I think for a while I want to keep it as just a private channel.
Yeah, and that's what I did for a while. That's why I have our private group page and then I have the create and share page.
Yeah. I
You just
might
gotta
do a
feel it out a
create
little bit.
page too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You got to feel it out a little bit, test the waters. And to this day, knock on wood, I have not had any bad stuff happen on my channels.
Yeah. No,
Excuse me.
we don't need any drama.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, we
There's
had
been
a couple
enough of that
trolls.
this year.
Yeah. We had a couple trolls the other day, but other than that, I really have not, thank goodness. So
Well,
I'm on
it's
the lucky
not
side.
so much even the trolls, it's just the drama that's gone on between crocheters
Yeah.
is just crazy. It's crochet, people, you know?
And it's kind of why I pulled back from it all. It's kind of
Yeah.
why I pretty much I do me and I put my videos up. I don't watch any of the big channels right now. I don't have time, but it's starting to get better. But two, I don't want to end up copycatting. Like I do
Right.
this because you do that, and I did,
Yeah.
it's good to pull back from what you're watching and come out with your own ideas. And then you know what? If it's the same as somebody else's, whatever. But at least I
Right.
know I'm not
Well,
subconsciously doing someone
and the
else.
thing is, too, there are trends in crochet, like the bucket hat craze
Right.
this summer. Everybody and their brother was releasing bucket hat tutorials.
Right.
And some people were getting upset because somebody else was releasing a bucket hat at the same time as them.
Yeah.
Well, folks, it's a trend.
It's right. That's what happened.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
if it's a fad and everybody jumps on board with it, you're just going to have to face that somebody
Right.
else is probably going to release one at the same time as you.
Exactly. Exactly. So that's like my block party. I don't know if anybody else is doing it because I'm not watching them.
I haven't seen anybody else doing one.
And I did miss it this week. Side note, sorry. I'll be back to real life starting today. But so that's why I started the block party because I wanted to do a tutorial, not of a granny square because that's what people do every granny square. I wanted to take it and make it my own. And that's kind of the important thing I feel about a channel. You've got to have your own touch. You've got to have your own tweak on it,
Yep.
And yeah, exactly, Melissa. And the drama on some of the channels, you're right. It's ridiculous. So it's very hard. Like these, I'm not watching anybody on YouTube, so I don't know if someone else is doing these.
I've never seen one.
You know what I mean? So
I think that one's yours, Kim.
this one's mine. See, now I'm already picking at the glue. Make me crazy. But stuff like that. I don't want someone to be like, "Oh, you're doing that because so and so did it," or especially the big ones like Bag a Day or Juan. I don't ever want them to say you took that from them.
Right.
And I just honestly, I haven't watched either one of them in so long. However, if I need a pattern of something, I go to Bag a Day first.
I do too.
She's the first one I go to. She's the one who taught me to crochet. And I would never take one of her patterns and do it on air. I would take one of her patterns as a guide and create my own and then do it.
Right.
But my point is, it's so hard when you're watching other content to not be like, "Ooh, I could do that." Even if you don't mean it, you're still taking someone else's idea. And you know what I mean? So I try to just stay I stay away from it a lot.
Yep.
Obviously, what happened to Crystal was horrible that was absolutely horrible.
Yes.
Stuff like that, I don't get it. I don't understand. But she has a million people. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of crazy. So
Right.
I just I like that I'm small. I want to grow, of course. By the way, I just hit 1,300. Yay.
Yay.
So now I'm gonna try 1,500 by Halloween. Um, but I like to grow slowly, because if you just all of a sudden explode on, that's when people are like, well, hey, what is this? And they click, and then you get all the crazies. And
Right.
yeah, it's definitely, you just don't want drama. I just don't.
Yeah. I do watch people now. I have pulled back some from Juan and from Crystal. I mean, I love both of them. They're
Same.
both awesome creators. Um, I was one of the OGs, as Juan calls them, um, when he first started his channel. You know,
I was
Crystal
there.
shouted him out,
Yeah.
and I jumped onto his channel and
Yeah.
was pretty devoted follower for quite a while. But things, life just
And it's,
gets
yeah.
too busy, and
Yeah. And
summertime, having my
exactly.
garden and stuff like that, everything just gets too busy for me to
Right.
spend
Right.
a lot of time watching, you know,
And that's kind
YouTube.
of why
And
I'm doing this series. I'm bringing in the smaller channels, um, to give them that boost, to give them that. I mean, I'm no, whoa, my goodness, I'm going to be on with Kim. Woohoo! I've hit the big time. But if I can share my 1,300 people with someone else, and they can share their 1,300 with me, you know what I mean? We grow slowly, but we grow a real base, not
right,
the exploded base. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
I get a couple people a day or a week, this and that. But I love the fact that when you're on my lives, I can look and see who's chatting with me. We can respond, we can talk. They're talking to us in real time about what we're saying, not what we said 15 minutes ago, because
right.
there's so many people, and I just love, that's why I did this whole thing, is find the smaller channels. I have a dry erase board right here of all the people that I'm having on, and we're pretty full all the way through September. Uh,
Cool.
yeah, I'm really excited. But and other people have taken the idea. I've taken the idea of live. I got my idea of a live visitor from the Art Junkie. I was like, you know what? That's a cool idea. And I changed it a little bit to be, creators in the craft room with coffee. And then to try to boost and get the word out. That's why I love when you guys put the plugs here, try this channel, do that channel. I'm trying to share the love and have it come back. And we're not just crochet, we're everything.
Right.
We're, reading books and this and that. And it's a fun community of people just with similar interests. So I like it.
I, I do too. And yes, I love Shannon's channel. I
Me
do
too.
watch her. And of course, whenever you come out with something, I try to catch it. I might not catch it live if you're doing a live stream, but I
Right,
always catch a
right.
and of course, my twinsy out there, I gotta watch her.
Yep.
Um, and Amber, I like to watch Amber,
Yeah.
when I can. Um,
Those are the
and
three
then
that
I
I
just
jump on most. Yeah.
I throw in other ones,
Yeah.
as I have time. Um,
I like the daily ones, like Yes Michelle Crochets and
yeah,
Marianne and Amber. I make sure I try to catch them. Sometimes it's 2 days later and I watch three at a time, but I
right,
always try to watch their daily ones because
right.
it's just fun. And plus, I know you guys are going to be here in the morning so we can chat about it. So well, welcome, Camille. Welcome to Fortunate Creations. Thank you so much. We have a new member. Yay.
Yeah.
So I've got, oh my goodness, we've got about 2 minutes. So is there anything you want to say about your upcoming channel? Any words you want to say to everybody out there?
Um, just I hope that you'll be watching for me to actually start posting content and come in and join me and see what I'm all about. Um, You know, when if people have already subscribed to me, which I think is in one way hilarious, but in another way really awesome. I appreciate so much that you guys are already jumping on the bandwagon. And I hope once I get content out there and you see what I'm all about, you'll want to stay and hang out in the nest with me. So
I already do. I already want to hang out in your nest with you. I can't.
well,
So hit that button, man. We're ready. We're all ready for you. And we'll put the link up to your channel for in the description. I'll make sure that's in there. And I really, really appreciate you being here today. I love the fact that we finally get a chance to talk. I know we've been chatting, but it's so nice to finally sit and talk to you face to face. I love it. And you are an inspiration to me. You are also, I consider, a dear friend. And I thank you so much for all your support and everything. And everybody get out there, support Margaret. She is an amazing person. And no matter what she's doing, you're going to learn something from her. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I thank you for being here so much, Margaret, and for being here every morning. And I'm going to close with my normal, everybody. Please be happy, be kind, and be creative. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, Margaret. Thanks, everybody. Bye, guys. Bye, Margaret.